Hi there, ladies. Hi there, it's Wednesday and it's time for our Wednesday Special Ladies Training. This is Marita, and as you can see, I'm all alone here today, and that is because everybody has taken sick. And I think there is something going on over there in America. I'm in Sweden, as you know, and everybody's coughing and feeling really, really bad today. So you will be here with me alone. I hope that is okay with you. As you know, I am a certified life coach, so I thought I will be sharing with you some strategies you can use on another level besides, being all oriented when it comes to the marketing training. So today I will share with you something about how it is to, I will do this in two different sessions. Today I will share with you some tips and tricks what you can think about when you are dealing with women, when you want women to be on your team. And next time I will be sharing with you some strategies to think about when you are selling to men, because there is a big difference between men and women. Sorry, I have to close the door. The dogs are getting all worked up. So next time I will be talking about men. So today you will get some really great tips and tricks on how you can think when you are dealing with other women. I mean, you are a woman yourself, but not always have we thought about how it is we want to be sold to. And as you know, we always say nobody wants to be sold to, but in the end, that is what is happening. I will also be sharing with you a great way on how you can decide your goals, because we say it all the time and you hear it all the time that without goals you are almost lost. And it doesn't matter if you have your goals up in your head and you think about them. When you have not written them down, they sort of, there are so many things going on in our brain. So our goals, even if we focus on them for a few moments here and there, it is nothing like the kind if we have them written down. So that is something I will also be sharing with you, a very short technique you can use on how to write down your goals. All right, let's get started with the women, how to really address women. And I will actually be sharing something with you, and please forgive me because this is rather extensive, so forgive me for having to read this to you, but it's really interesting. I have read it myself and it's really, really good. So let's see if I can share my screen. I think that you will see it. So, all right. Do you sell the same way to men as you do to women? This is a question you need to ask yourself. If you do, you may be in for a disappointment, because women buy differently. Make note on how you have sold to both men and women before, and you will find your very own strategy. This is really important to consider. Do you have both men and women on your team, or do you have only men or only women? So there are a few differences. And when it comes to women, it's really, really important that they get to know you. And you should approach women more casually. Selling is more about building a relationship and building a connection. Trust is especially important. Think of it like dating, where you get to know the person before you ask them on a date. It will be a longer sales cycle because of the time it takes to build the trusting relationship. And that is something you need to consider also, because using the relationship marketing strategy is more time consuming than, for example, if you buy solo ads. Some men think that compliments will build the relationship quicker. But as we women all know, phony compliments, they don't work. Compliments do work, but you really need to make them authentic. A safe way to be complimentary is to say something positive about what a woman does, not how she looks. And I for sure can agree with that, because when a man give me a compliment when I'm in some sort of sales or buy process, I will think that, you know, he's not serious about the business. He only wants to keep a conversation going with me because he finds me attractive in some way. So that's really important, to say something great about what women are doing. Instead of "you look lovely," it's better to say that's a good decision. Remember, even with the best deal, a woman won't buy unless she likes you. And we have talked about this before, that the know, like, trust factor is really important. In order to buy from you, they really need to know that you exist. They have to like what you are doing and your values. And sometimes, you know, it's about, you know, liking your dog, or they found that they like the way you live. Those are also really great things to remember when it comes to women. Respect is really a great issue also. And one quick way to destroy a sales relationship with a female customer is to make a woman, feel stupid. And that's something I can really relate to, because we are business women, and as business women, we do appreciate when, especially men, and sometimes even other women, when we feel that we are respected. That is really important to us. Use a questioning strategy that gives women credit for her being able to think. That is really a great way to do it. All right, you can start the sales call by asking, what do you want to accomplish during our time today? That lets women take control of the conversation, which is more respectful of them. It will help you sell. And sometimes you do talk to women on the phone or on Skype when you want them to sign up to your Brain Abundance. And perhaps you can take this question and you can tweak it in a way that suits you. You can ask them what they want to, how they want to, what questions they need to have answered when your call is over. The question allows women to answer by talking about what's important to them. So it's like we say, you should always be interesting and not so much interested instead of being interesting. Always ask a lot of questions, get to know the person, especially both men and women, but especially women. Don't do what some salespeople do. They ask women, what are you interested in life insurance, retirement, or something else? Women don't want to be presented with a limited number of options. Think of your selling to women as an essay question, not a multiple choice. And this is really important with our business in Brain Abundance, because you can ask them, you can ask them either open questions, or you can ask them, are you interested in the compensation plan? Are you interested in the product? Are you interested in this? And when you limit it, then the result will be less great than if you sort of ask a lot of valuable questions to see for yourself what the woman is more interested in. All right? Using the word time in the question demonstrate respect for women's time. Women are the ones juggling family and work. Even if they are homemakers, they are CEO of their homes. So that is a great way to show your respect to a woman when you are talking to her. That is to respect her time. Even with their limited time, don't offer a solution too quickly. That doesn't allow a woman time to think about what she wants. Men are often too quick to pitch solutions, and that is a typical male trait, that they are very solution oriented. So always give a woman time to let her think what she wants. Serve, serve, serve. Women's lack of time increases their need for good service. And you can think back to how you live your life, and you can perhaps relate to this also. Women are willing to pay more for good service. That's because the bottom line for women includes how much time it's going to take them to fix a potential problem. So questions about how much time does it take to sign up people, how much time does it take to make money, these sort of questions is really good if you think about before. Instead of focusing on low price to sell, sales professionals need to emphasize how excellent their service is. And when it comes to our service, we have like this training, we have the training in the global team, we have the global team and all the support there. So everything in this you can actually translate into our business also. The good news is that when you earn a woman's business, you also tend to keep it. Women are more loyal. Perhaps you've already noticed that women buy differently than men. If you have missed these buying differences, you may have been missing some sales too. And this text was written by Mara Schreier-Fleming. She's a sales strategist, and she wrote a book called Monday Morning Sales Tips. And all of this text I will put in our group so that you can read them on your own and make the connection to your brain abundance business. How can you use this to help grow your business? That's really something great to remember. So how can you use any of those advice? How can you think about them in your business with brain abundance? Ask yourself that, and please watch the files area after, and you will find all those strategies. Very good. Because there are lots of things with men and women who is a lot of, there are a lot of differences, obviously. So getting to know the differences between men and women, how they buy, is really very interesting. Some years ago, I used to have a fashion shop, and it was really nice to have, I had both men and women as my clients. And of course, you will know what I'm going to say, and that is that women, they often came in, 2 or 3 or 4 of them at the same time, and they strolled around, they talked, they, felt the clothes, the fabric, and everything, and tried on things forever. Men, they often came in one by one, perhaps sometimes with a mother or a wife or something, but very often all by themselves. They went, strictly, if they were going to buy a sweater, they went to the sweaters, went through the sweaters and decided and bought the sweater they liked the most, and off they went. So that is a great difference between men and women, how they buy things. Men, they seldom stroll around looking for other things. I mean, if they came to look for sweaters, they looked for only that and didn't much look at, for instance, trousers or hats or anything like that. So that's really funny. All right, very good. I'm happy to say that we have a few viewers here. I can see that in the statistics. Hello to you. And I guess the rest of you ladies will watch the recording. Very good. All right, so the differences between men and women when it comes to selling and buying is something that I, or we, when my other colleagues are back next week, we'll be talking more about, because this is so very important for us all to know. Okay, so let's talk about next. let's talk about how we can set our goals. So I'm just trying to prepare the document here. All right, and again I will go to do a screen share. There we go. If we are friends on Facebook, I guess you have seen this post before, because this is something that I posted the other day. And I am a coach, and coaches love questions. Coaches love writing down goals. And very often, as I said in the beginning, we think we have the goals clear, but until we have sort of written them down, our minds get so, caught up with many things, and it's hard for us to really focus on exactly what it is we want to achieve. So you've heard it before that goals should be smart, and personally I love to add an E at the end for excitement. That is such an important ingredient for success, because when we read our goals, we want to feel excited when we read them. And if using the SMART method as an online marketer, I would say write them down, of course, something like this. I will add 10 new members to my business team every week during 2014. Because this goal tells me when I'm going to do it, and it tells me what I'm going to do. 10 new members, that is very specific, and when it should be accomplished. So this text I will also give you in the back office. And when you add, for instance, the E at the end, and when you write down your goal and you just put in the word excited, it really feels a bit different when you are reading your goals. You would say, I'm excited to add 10 new members to my business team every week during 2014. So you can feel the difference there just by adding the word excited, right? For even better result, you can answer those questions below. Why do you want to achieve this goal? Like adding 10 new members to your team during this year. You might say, well, this will make me financially independent, or this will allow me to travel around the world, or this will help me and my family buy a new house, or whatever it is you want to achieve your goal. What is your why? So why do you want to achieve this? It's really important to have the why stated also, so that you know why you want to add 10 people. And how will you be adding those 10 people? Well, for instance, you can say that you want to add them by connecting with at least 20 new people every day, or you want to buy a solo ad per week, or you want to really focus on building your list, or something else of your choice. We have in the global team many strategies on how to connect with people, how to do sign-ups. We have all our what's it called, our secret weapons. We have the Power Team Preview, the live hangouts, we have whyshouldIupgrade.com, and so many great ways on how you can do it. And you can also say that you will start thinking outside the box, or if you have been connecting with 20 people every day and you are not getting any results, well, then perhaps you should try tweaking your strategy a bit. Perhaps you need more targeted people. Perhaps you need to go through your friends list and see what people are your target market. We haven't talked about this before, I think. It's very important to know who is your target market. Is your target market a man or a woman? How old is your target market? Let's say, for instance, as we were talking about women before, let's say that your target market is a woman, And perhaps you yourself is a stay-at-home mom. So let's say that your target market is a woman and it is a stay-at-home mom. Let's say that she has children within the age of 0 and 5 or whatever. Now you suddenly have 3 things, and perhaps you want women who live nearby you. Let's say that you live in you live in San Diego. So now you want women who work at home, and you want women who have children in the range of 0 and 5 and live in San Diego. So this is a great way of knowing who is your target market, because then you really don't have to bother spending time chatting and forever. Of course you can't ignore it, but not forever, with a man who is 21 living in, I don't know, Alaska. So to really know your target market is very, very important. All right, so now you have your why and your how. What we coaches really like to do also is to ask, how will you celebrate? And that is so important because, when we have set up a goal and we reach the point when we reach the goal, it's so amazing and it feels fabulous to be able to celebrate. And so, for instance, how will you celebrate? And you say, each week I will treat myself and or my family to a special gift. We will go to a restaurant, or I will buy a piece of jewelry, or I will do this, or I will do that. So let's say that you have a goal to add 10 new people every week. I know this seems high, so it's not that I'm saying that you must do this, or if you, it could be that you are adding 1 new person every week. So please don't think about the number 10 here. And perhaps you say, when I've added 1 person to my team for 2 weeks, I will go and buy a new pair of jeans or something like that. And when you do buy your new pair of jeans, you will feel totally amazing because you know that you bought them because you have reached a goal you have set up. So the feeling is really amazing. And something we coaches also like to do is, when you write down your goal, you really want to start from the back. So when you have written down, the template on what you want to do, like I said, I will add 10 new people, 10 new members to my business every week during the year. So, and I immediately go to the how will I celebrate, and I will say, yes, I will buy a new pair of jeans. And when you have the feeling inside of you that you have accomplished, you have bought the new pair of jeans, then you set your goals and you tweak them so that when you read them every day, at least 2 times, you feel excited and you have the feeling inside of you of already having bought the new pair of jeans. So that is really the secret on how to make successful goals, is that you write the facts down, but you also add the feeling of having reached your goal. So that's really something to think about. So I hope that next time when you write down your goals, next time when you write down your goals, you go directly and you create how will I celebrate. Because when you put the feelings from the celebration into your writing, it will be so much more effective. And don't forget to put the E at the end to say I'm excited to, because it is all about feelings. So next time, I hope that I will have my other colleagues with me, Nicole and Amy and everybody, and I hope they will have recovered until then. So next time I will talk about, or we will talk about, whatever they want to talk about, of course, but also how to think about the selling process when it comes to men because that is something I, for sure, am looking forward to learning more about. So I will really be studying that myself until next week. And studying things, I think, is really, really important. And we always say that leaders are readers, and you should have at least one book, or sometimes I have several books by my bed to choose from, because sometimes I want to read about, strategies, and sometimes I want to read about coaching, and sometimes I perhaps just want to read something which goes in here and out here, just to, sort of relax the brain a bit. So, well, so now you know how to, that there are differences between men and women, and you also know how to set up a goal, and I hope you are doing that right now. I will post these texts in our private group, and you can read them. And I have sort of trained a lot of people. I do a lot of I know that many from my team is watching now, and when I say that I treat many of them sometimes with tough love, I know that they are smiling, because sometimes we really need somebody to be supportive and to listen to what we want and need. But sometimes we really need somebody who is a bit tough with us and tell us to implement, because that is something that I really, really, really recommend. My business would have grown so much faster if I had 1 year ago implemented all what I had learned. I really thought that I did that. I thought I was implementing, but I wasn't. I was just thinking that this is a great strategy, but I really never got around to do it. So nowadays I'm so much more careful to really implement what I have learned. So I really encourage you to do that also. And if you need to go back and listen to any of the strategies I have been sharing with you, please do. And please take notes, and please understand what it is, and please implement. And if you have any questions, you are welcome to reach out to me, and I will explain it further to you. Very good. So I've been talking for half an hour, and I thank you so much for being here and listening to this training. And I hope that you, as well as I will go on the 90-day bliss, because that is so super both important, and it's fun, and it will skyrocket our business. I can promise you that. And together, when there is someone having energy and someone else and someone else, and together, I mean, the energy that we share will be huge. So don't miss out on that one. And if you need any help, you are welcome to reach out to anybody on the team, and we will help you. All right, thank you so much for watching. I wish you a great day. Take care. Bye for now.